Welcome to Flight Path. I'm Melissa Nunnery with the Clark County Department of Aviation. On today's show, we'll take a look at how the weather service and the airport interact, and at how we keep things cool inside when the temperatures soar outside. We'll also meet two new members of our K-9 team. All this and more is coming up.
Did you know Harry Reid International Airport is the official meteorological observation point for the National Weather Service in Las Vegas? Weather records for the airport go back more than 75 years. A lot has changed in the valley, but there remains a constant need for weather information at the airport.
The wind on a day-to-day basis, even when it's relatively light, swings a lot of different directions and can cause a lot of challenges for air traffic management.
Climate sensors on the airfield send information to the local weather service office located just south of the airport. Additional data is collected from the sensors at the NWS facility.
It's really important that we're here monitoring the weather and providing those airport forecasts every day, because ultimately it helps transition the aircraft managers into the best flight patterns.
Meteorologists provide forecasts to the airport 4 times a day, and even more frequently during severe weather events.
So when we do have thunderstorm activities or showers even, we can get really strong gusty winds that move well away from those storms and can strike really suddenly and cause a lot of chaos for air traffic management as well.
Weather information is also provided to emergency management organizations, television stations, and the general public.
We put together what's called the TAFs, which are basically aviation-coded weather forecasts. They include the wind speed and direction and any possible precipitation chances.
Hot temperatures and high winds, both common in southern Nevada, can pose challenges to aircraft operations.
When it gets too hot, the air can get really thin and the airplanes can require a larger amount of runway space to take off, so that can also affect operations.
Wind conditions can determine which runways are used and in which direction aircraft will take off. If meteorologists see the wind speed or direction is going to change, they'll alert the FAA tower at LAS so controllers can choose the appropriate configuration. 3, 2, 1. The Weather Service also touches base with the tower for their twice-daily weather balloon launches. The balloons can travel over 10 miles into the sky, so meteorologists must coordinate with air traffic control before launching.
The weather balloons are so critical for our weather observation because what we do when we release those weather balloons is they go up into the atmosphere and they transmit data, basically providing a vertical slice of the atmosphere from the point that you release that balloon. That data then goes into our weather forecast models, which help us forecast the weather.
It's a beautiful day. We have a lot of volunteers out here and we're super excited to come clean up the mountain and make it look fantastic for all the visitors that come out here. It's so important for us as an organization to give back. We love going out into the community to various organizations to really just give back and put our stamp in the community.
This summer was one of the hottest on record for Las Vegas, and that means the HVAC team at LAS have their work cut out for them. Dedicated professionals operate and maintain a variety of air cooling systems that keep the passengers comfortable inside the airport. Digital controls allow virtual monitoring of cooling equipment, room temperatures, and airflow to provide a pleasant indoor environment while keeping energy costs down.
Instead of going to each individual thermostat and responding to each space location, we're able to go to a computer station and then check the area, find out which specific air handler or air conditioner is having the problem, and then go to that unit specifically.
Passenger loading bridges or jet bridges are among the most frequently used areas in the airport and are constantly exposed to hot sunlight and outside temperature changes. Most jet bridges at Harry Reid are treated with a special ceramic coating on the exterior to reflect the heat and keep temperatures down on the interior.
All of the jet bridges have recently got a brand new air conditioning unit which can cool the plane or the bridge.
Areas in the airport that are prone to congestion, like the busy C concourse and the D-Gate tram station, are equipped with high-volume, low-speed fans to help circulate the air and supplement the HVAC system.
They installed the fans in addition to help with airflow circulation. They had some areas where they needed to get more airflow, keep the air moving a little better. Instead of having the air handlers work harder, they put the fans in to help circulate.
Think you know a lot about our Vegas airport? Here are 5 things about LAS that even our most seasoned traveler might not know. Number 1. When a new terminal was constructed in the 1960s, the design included a thin-shelled, poured-in-place, stressed concrete structure. This central clamshell design, a 2.5-acre area under a roof with no internal supports, is still a civil engineering landmark and one of the largest of its type in the U.S. Today, the rotunda houses restaurants, slots, and vending machines travelers see on their way to and from the AB gates. Number 2. In addition to the concessions inside the rotunda, there are tall metal palm trees. Those trees aren't merely decorative, they double as fire suppression equipment outfitted with sprinklers. Number 3. Look up when you're in Terminal 1 baggage claim and you'll see the only aircraft included in our aviation museum. Its significance? The plane was used to set the World Endurance Aloft flying record in 1959. 2 aviators flew in it for 64 days, 22 hours, 19 minutes, and 5 seconds without touching ground. The record still stands today. Number 4. At LAS, travelers can get fit while they fly. Zero Level Fitness in Terminal 1 offers an array of workout equipment, group classes, and personal training. There's even rest and relaxation rooms. Memberships and day passes are both available for a fee. Number 5. If the first thing you hear when you step off the plane is Elvis singing Viva Las Vegas, it's no coincidence. LAS uses a carefully curated Vegas-themed playlist featuring vintage Vegas entertainers like Sinatra, strip headliners like Celine Dion, local talent like Imagine Dragons and The Killers, and a variety of songs about the destination. Follow us on social media and tune in to the next episode of Flight Path for more fun facts that make LAS unique.
Demand for air travel in Las Vegas is rapidly increasing. Harry Reid International served a record 57.6 million passengers in 2023 alone, and the Department of Aviation is looking to the future of air travel in our region, including a proposed second commercial airport. Known as the Southern Nevada Supplemental Airport, or SNSA, the proposed airport aims to alleviate congestion, enhance connectivity, and support the increasing demands of both locals and tourists. The Department of Aviation continues to plan for the future at LAS and looks for ways to maximize its operations. However, its location limits its ability to expand infrastructure to meet growing demand.
Our forecasts indicate that we need 2 more runways. Where would we put them? We have the Strip to one side, we have a university to the other, and we have residential and commercial encroachment along with an interstate and a railroad. So we're going south.
Land set aside for development of a second airport is located roughly 30 miles south of Harry Reid in the Ivanpah Valley. This allows for easy access via existing thoroughfares.
When we look south, there are several benefits that put this on the top of the list. The first is that we have I-15 and Las Vegas Boulevard right there. So those are fast transportation options and also redundant. And then lastly, it's very important to avoid incompatible land uses when planning an airport. And this area is free of incompatible land uses.
Numerous transportation options will be considered for carrying passengers between the Strip and the SNSA.
With regards to transportation options, everything is on the table. We've established a half-mile wide transportation utility corridor, which protects for non-competitive transportation options in that space.
The idea of a second commercial airport actually dates back more than 20 years. Las Vegas was booming at the start of the new millennium, and leaders at that time anticipated the need to expand away from LAS.
Multiple sites were considered within a 50-mile radius in the early 2000s. This site was ultimately the finalist because it optimizes for several things. User convenience. It also provides for a quick travel time between LAS and what would be the SNSA site.
Plans were put on hold due to the Great Recession in 2009, but by 2018, the Department of Aviation resumed the proposed project. The pandemic in 2020 once again paused talks of a second airport, but with the Las Vegas tourism industry's rapid recovery, planning efforts resumed once again. The Airport Planning Department is in the process of an environmental impact study. The FAA and the Bureau of Land Management have contracted with an aviation consulting firm to conduct the environmental study. Once the report is approved, the Department of Aviation can proceed with the design and construction phases of the supplemental airport. While there is no exact time frame, opening day is anticipated for 2037 with 1 terminal and 2 runways.
Metro Command, can we respond Metro?
Harry Reid Airport is required by the FAA to complete a full-scale emergency exercise known as a triennial once every 3 years in order to maintain their certification.
We do this so that we can have an understanding of the interactivity between the various agencies that would respond.
LAS partnered with emergency responders from agencies around the valley to conduct the triennial in September. In the event of a real incident, the agencies would be working hand in hand.
We have people responding from Henderson, from North Las Vegas, from the city of Las Vegas, as well as Clark County. So with all these entities, it becomes a real challenge to make sure all the equipment that they've been used to is compatible with each other and they can do the life-saving and the firefighting that they need to accomplish.
The exercises allows those involved to practice their skills and responses together in a training environment.
We simulate what could be a real-life event. In this case, for today's exercise, it was a mass casualty. So it had a little bit of everything, the worst that could happen to those that weren't injured.
A mock disaster complete with smoke, sirens, victim actors, and emergency vehicles was staged on the airfield. Fire, police, and rescue personnel coordinated their response with the airport staff, just as they would during a real-world event. Additionally, ambulances were used to transport the injured from the scene.
When an incident such as a mass casualty incident occurs at the airport, you need to have a timed response to get the care to the people as quickly as possible.
A key element of the drill is community-wide participation. While airport personnel and LAS firefighters regularly train for aircraft incidents, other agencies do not. Emergency responders unaccustomed to working in an airport setting gain experience, knowledge, and the exercise reinforces their ability to work in a stressful and unfamiliar situation.
It gives a full appreciation of how different it is fighting a fire with an aircraft and doing life safety when you got 300 people that you're trying to get out of harm's way.
TSA.
Representatives from participating agencies watched and responded to the incident from within the airport's Emergency Operations Center. Public information officers were in close communications to sort out facts and practice their skills at coordinating responses to the media inquiries, social media rumors and questions, and crafting a mock press release.
I copy. I'm also going to respond to hazmat team.
The full-scale situation was staged on a location within the airport to enhance realism, but far enough removed to minimize any impact on regular operations.
We wanted everyone to know that it was an exercise, that it wasn't real, but if you were taking off or landing during the event, you're going to see a tremendous amount of emergency vehicles, you're going to see people in action, you're going to see victims on the ground.
Back in 9/11, okay, it was quiet for 3 days and then we had a significant amount of impact. It took a lot of work and it was a lot of effort and teamwork for everyone at the airport. You have to understand, we had to get recertified, which really means like you're almost reopening an airport once again and go through the complete recertification manual. What got us quickly open, I will tell you, is truly the leadership of our Deputy Director, Rosemary Vasiliadis at the time, who is now our director. It took 3 days that we were shut down, 3 days of planning to figure out how we were going to get reopened at some point. Meaning we had to go through every inch of this airport secured to ensure that things were secured. With the leadership that we had of our Deputy Director, Rosemary, and the rest of the entire DOA team, and our concessions and airlines, we got it done. Once we received authorization on September 14th to reopen this airport, I want to take you through the experience of what the guests would have seen. Now remember, for 3 days we were shut down, not a single person was in this airport. As you look towards the roadway system, obviously you see cars coming through here now. But on September 14th, the 4 lanes that you see out here were filled with people. These were the lines just to get into the ticketing area. At that point, it was required that every bag had to be checked inside, that was being checked in baggage or going to go through the security checkpoint. So all of the airlines literally had to inspect every bag physically. We had a queuing plan that extended from the inside to the outside and included the roadway system. And this happened for several days after we were open. So you're now finally getting an opportunity to come into the terminal. But this was all queued up for people to get in, and at each airline there were literally 4 or 5 6-foot tables where every bag was inspected. So you can only imagine you're coming in with your luggage only to get in line so that your luggage can be inspected before you even had the opportunity to check it in. Every guest was lined up, and every airline had team members out here going through each bag ensuring that there wasn't any form of prohibited item that would be checked into the aircraft. So now my bag has been taken. It's going to go through and to the other side to get loaded on the aircraft. Now I have a boarding pass, and now I have to get to the checkpoint. We literally had to manage these escalators because the lines had gotten so long for some of the checkpoints that we had to queue people down in ticketing all the way down this way to ensure, just to get ready for the checkpoint line. The line for that checkpoint went all the way along this balcony, all the way past our Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department office and further beyond. You're going to be greeted by passenger service representatives consistently up and along here, reminding you to take out your ID, take out your boarding pass. Remember, you have to remove your shoes, you have to take off your belts, all those various pieces. We literally had to educate every passenger on the new way of traveling, and that took some time. People weren't accustomed to it. 9/11 was a phenomenal event, changed the lives and changed the aviation industry forever, and quite honestly, continues on.
The Canine Explosive Detection Unit at Harry Reid Airport has 2 new noses dedicated to sniffing out trouble. Handler Rudy Torres' dog, Dodie, retired over the summer after 10 years working at the airport. But Torres is still hard at work himself with his new partner, Boomer, a 2-year-old black lab.
My previous dog was more of an air tender type when it comes to training or detecting the specific orders to train on. This guy, you'll see, he's more in detail, more nose to the ground.
Boomer loves taking walks and exploring the environment, and his favorite snacks are turkey and peanut butter flavored bits. Like Dodie before him, his reward for a job well done is a tennis ball.
Leave it, leave it.
New handler Rocky and his partner Rizzo also recently joined the team. Rizzo is a 2-year-old chocolate brown German short-haired pointer who loves treats, squeaky toys, and chasing birds. His reward for hard work is a Kong toy.
So right now Rizzo's trying to work through the environment that we're going through, going to dark rooms, little small crevices.
Like all the LAS canines, Boomer and Rizzo are effective tools for detecting explosives, which are known to be one of the greatest threats to the aviation system. Both of them came to Las Vegas through the TSA Canine program at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, where handlers go through an intensive training to form a bond with their 4-legged partners. They then spent additional training time acclimating to the new environment at LAS.
Everything's so different over here. A lot more people, activity, different smells.
Canine teams handle thousands of unscheduled calls for service each year, responding to requests to inspect unattended vehicles and bags, and assisting with special baggage screening. They also support security details for traveling dignitaries and VIPs. Dogs and their handlers work in shifts to provide 24/7 protection year-round.
Good.
Passengers might see the dogs around the airport, but remember, don't pet them. They're working dogs and shouldn't interact with the public.
This is absolutely my favorite event of the year. We call it Paper Plane Palooza. We have it annually, and we welcome kids from the summer program from the Boys and Girls Club of Southern Nevada.
For them, it's a great experience. They don't get a whole lot of chance to come to the airport and just see what the workforce is like over here. So they get to learn different jobs. They get to learn the different airlines and how they work together. They get to learn different ways to make the airplanes and how the airplanes work. And yeah, it's a really fun experience for them.
And it is just heartwarming, where we have a competition with all of our partners ranging from so many airlines and expanded to TSA, to our fire department and our metro unit here, as well as our concessionaires. And what they do is teach the kids how to make paper planes, and then we have a contest for how far can they go, how accurate can they go it.
We ate a bunch of food, had an amazing time. Some of the adults helped us make paper airplanes, and even though some people didn't win, I'm sure they had a lot of fun.
It's amazing, yeah, it's so much fun. Serving nachos, hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken strips. It's a blast, I love it.
We're able to bring kids in from the community and introduce them to the phenomenal industry of aviation and what an airport really is and what it offers for not only you as someone who lives here and travels through it with their family, their guardian, whoever, but opportunities that they could have once they finish school.
Allegiant is the hometown airline. We're really excited about our special guest. Jill Prime is her name. She's 17 years old, and she has had a remarkable journey.
So my interest in aviation peaked when I was in 3rd grade. The Boys and Girls Club has a partnership with Embry-Riddle, and they took us on a field trip to Embry-Riddle to actually explore the campus and learn the different fields of aviation. And we tried simulators, and we actually got to fly in the plane with a pilot. So that was pretty interesting for a 3rd grader, and I've never looked back.
He's going to go to school at Embry-Riddle, one of the premier aviation schools throughout the world. We're going to provide Jill with a scholarship of $34,000 to help with the economic burden.
And this scholarship, I felt excited, and I'm ready to start my new journey.
I am just grateful. From the bottom of my heart, my heart truly overflows each and every year because competitively they try to outdo each other. So what do? They give the kids t-shirts, hats, just extras that these kids don't have, to truly teaching them about, maybe their airline, their business, and how important education is.
It makes me want to tear up. It's because I see the hearts of our team members, and they really want to help and be a part of something like this. So I feel very proud of them and our company for allowing us to do this.
What we try to reinforce and conclude by the end of the day they actually learn so much that they can apply to their school day.
First up, table decorating contest. TSA, come on up. For the distance competition. Deshaya, Allegiant Airlines. Come on. Now the accuracy competition. Angie from Team Guns and Hoses. And to announce the 2024 Paper Plane Palooza Grand Champion, Team TSA. Congratulations.
In the bustling world of airport retail, long-term success can be daunting. But thanks to a robust business development program at LAS, local entrepreneurs can soar. Among those who've earned their wings are Lorraine and Clifton Marshall, owners of Candy Cove, a specialty retailer located in the C Concourse. The shop offers a wide variety of elevated sweet treats, snacks, and gifts.
I love to travel, and so my husband and I saw the success of other small businesses at the airport, and we decided we wanted to venture into this business. We are joint venture partners with the Hudson Group, and we said we can go ahead and start our own business, so we started Candy Cove.
Starting a business in an airport presents unique challenges, from strong competition to the logistics of operating in such a high-traffic environment. It's also a detailed, time-consuming process in which owners present a concept, answer questions, and wait to hear if they've been chosen. Patience, attention to detail, and persistence are key.
It's an RFP process. So the RFP process, which stands for Request for Proposal, is an intensive process, and you really have to pay attention to what the RFP says, read it carefully, answer all the questions, meet all your deadlines.
In order to provide opportunities for local entrepreneurs, the airport has programs in place to educate, support, and inform prospective business owners.
It's a process. We make ourselves available to any candidate that wants to apply. You can start by visiting the Harry Reid homepage under Business Development. There are various tabs that will walk you through the process, and we're just a phone call away. Our contact information is also available on the site, so if someone wants to speak with a live person, they can call us directly.
The Marshalls are among the many business owners who have taken advantage of the airport's resources.
The airport has a wealth of information for people that want to get into the airport. One of the things that you need to do is take their workshops, go out to the RFP website, Doing Business with Harry Reid International Airport, and you'll find when they have workshops, when they have outreach events, take advantage of those, because that's where you're going to find the best opportunity for getting in, make those connections. Networking is incredibly important for people that are trying to get into the airport.
Since its opening in 2014, Candy Cove has been recognized for its success, receiving accolades from the Small Business Administration and being featured on local TV and in the airport newsletter. Now the Marshalls are looking to the future by investing in the future of the next generation of airport entrepreneurs, like Rika.
I started here when the store first opened, last 2014. And then a few months later, I became a full-time employee. Through hard work and dedication to my job, the owners offered me the managerial position last 2017. And then last year, they offered me a share of ownership of Candy Cove.
The team hopes to continue its success at LAS, and for the new up-and-comers, Rika's advice is this.
Have a strong work ethic. Treat your employees and your coworker as a family. And treat your job as if you're building a career. There is no shortcut to success. If you have a goal and you want to achieve it, then work with integrity.
For more information about doing business at the airport, visit harryreidairport.com/business.
At DT Arts Market in Terminal 1, shoppers will find an array of items crafted by local artists. Among them is Holly Vaughn, a Las Vegas native who founded Battleborn Pins, enamel pins that are inspired by her hometown.
I've been in Vegas my whole life, and I'm just really become interested in the history and the mid-century design aspects of old signs and old casinos, and it's just really a part of my soul as someone who's from Vegas.
Holly says it was a goal of hers to have her creations featured in the airport.
The Las Vegas airport was important for me to sell my pins at because it's such a hub that a lot of people come in and out of from Vegas, and I just wanted to be a part of such a big, iconic part of Vegas. Something that I hope that people feel when they see my pins is that they can feel a little bit of that nostalgia for vintage Vegas that I feel when I'm making them. I love to include things like showgirls and old signs because I think it's a big part of the history here, and I just want people to celebrate that the same way that I celebrate it.
She recently worked with LAS staff to design a custom Harry Reid Airport pin that's been distributed to employees and select guests.
The pin for the airport came together by choosing a bunch of photos from the exterior that were very recognizable elements that you can see when you're coming up to the airport, as well as some new elements such as the new Harry Reid Airport sign that's outside. So we wanted to combine some elements that were old and some that were new with a little mid-century flair.
For more information on her artwork, visit lasvegaspins.com.
Opened in 2007 and located just 3 miles south of LAS, the Airport Rent-A-Car Center provides easy access to Interstate 15, 215, and the Las Vegas Strip. The center is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and includes a 3-story parking garage that can house up to 4,500 vehicles. Customers can choose one of 10 on-site rental car companies. There are also several off-site companies that require an additional shuttle ride. Customers should check with their car rental companies beforehand to confirm the vehicle pickup location. Getting to and from the center is easy. A fleet of courtesy shuttle buses run continuously between both terminals and the center. Customers should follow the signs from baggage claim to the rental car shuttles. Pickup is located on Level 1 in Terminal 1 and on 0 level in Terminal 3. Buses are ADA equipped and special loading areas are available for guests who need assistance. Wait times and travel times to the center may vary based on traffic conditions, construction activity, or special events, so travelers with a flight to catch are advised to allow plenty of time to return their rental car and ride the shuttle back to the airport. In 2023, 4 new electric buses joined the fleet carrying passengers to and from the facility. An additional 16 buses will join the route, providing a clean ride for millions of passengers each year. Another addition to the rental car center provides added convenience for departing passengers, Curbside Concierge. This remote bag drop service allows travelers to check their luggage, skip the ticketing counters, and head directly through the security checkpoint to their gate. With on-site parking in high demand, Curbside Concierge is a great option for locals parking in the remote lot. Simply find a space, cross the street to the center, check your bags, and hop on the next shuttle to your terminal. For more information about ground transportation at LAS, visit harryreidairport.com/transportation.
Travelers from across the pond have a new option for flying to Las Vegas. North Atlantic Airways began nonstop service to LAS from London Gatwick Airport on September 12th.
And we think we are disrupting the market. We think we are providing more people the opportunity to come here and experience this beautiful place. And by the way, a lot of great people lives in Vegas, want to go to Europe, and we are a great option for them as well.
Norse operates 3 flights a week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays and offers passengers a relaxed and comfortable travel experience with each seat including a state-of-the-art entertainment feature. The airline exclusively operates modern Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft.
We have acquired aircraft at the right time. We have a very simple business model, very lean administration, great crew, probably the best in the industry, and what they can achieve is this great service at the most affordable price.
The addition of this service brings the total number of flights between the UK and Las Vegas each week to 25.
The UK has traditionally been one of our top 3 international markets, so having another airline coming from Gatwick just provides another opportunity for Londoners to get here to fabulous Las Vegas, the sports and entertainment capital of the world.
Viva Las Vegas!
Norse launched in March 2021 and currently serves 13 destinations, including 5 in the U.S., New York, Los Angeles, Orlando, Miami, and now Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us at Harry Reid International Airport. Now you're ready to pack your bags and take off. Remember to follow us on social media for travel tips and information, and use all the resources of our website, harryreidairport.com. We'll see you next time on Flight Path.